Dennis Turney Jr. He asked me to put the Cars Candy-O versus Oh No It's Devo by Devo. And happy birthday, Melissa. His lovely wife is having a birthday this week, or it was last week, whatever. Happy birthday, my friends. You're my friend too. All right. The other day I was doing a track by track and I grabbed Candy-O, in the middle, just random pick. And I explained, and I'll do it again because maybe you guys didn't see that episode. That was the second concert I ever went to, was the Cars on the Candy-O tour. And I bought a shirt at the concert that was that album cover on the shirt. And when I went to school the next day wearing the shirt, the principal made me go back home for wearing that. Go home and change that shirt. I had to go change the shirt. Crazy, right? But anyway, that's the story on that. Now, Devo, on the other hand, oh, and by the way, that may be my favorite Cars album, and the only reason is that first album, it's so good, but those songs been beat to death on the radio. And this one, just let go. Maybe all I can do. I don't know, I listen to radio anymore, but back when I did listen to radio, Just What I Needed, My Best Friend's Girlfriend, I love all those songs, Moving in Stereo. Great songs, but man, I listen to that one more. Maybe the first one is better, but I love that album. I do love that album. After that, Panorama, Shake It Up, and I didn't like stuff after that. But those first two albums were unbelievable. Now, Devo, on the other hand, here's my history on Devo. I used to to me, man, the best time MTV ever was before 1984. When they would play just about anything because not a lot of people had videos. And Devo had a bunch of videos. And some of those videos, I loved those songs. I didn't go out and buy any Devo records because I was so into metal. But I liked some of the songs. Like I love A Beautiful World. I loved Love Without Anger. I think Satisfaction is the greatest cover anybody's ever done in the history of music. That's my opinion. That's the greatest cover song ever, is their cover of Satisfaction. But I never bought any Devo till, I don't know, like maybe 10, 15 years ago. I found New Traditionalists on vinyl at the store I used to go to. It's just $1. I go, I dig Devo. I think that's the one that has Beautiful World, so that's why I bought it. I think it has Love Without Anger too. But recently, they released an album called Devolution, 50 Years of Devo. And I bought it and I listened to it a lot. And also, like maybe a year before that came out, I bought Are We Not Men? Because of Uncontrollable Urge. But it also has Satisfaction. And Jocko Homo. Just so weird. And still, Devo to me was so ahead of their time that we're still not there. They're way ahead of the time. Now this one, I just bought this. I bought this maybe a month and a half ago off eBay. Because everywhere else was expensive as hell to get this on CD. And that's what I wanted. I wanted it on CD. The cheapest one I found was like $20. I said, fuck it. I'll get it, Honestly, this may be my favorite Devo album. Back to front, I think it's the most cohesive. Seriously. I freaking love this album. When I put it on. Well, actually, even before I bought it, I heard it on YouTube. And I'm like, God, I gotta get this. So, and now I got every Devo album up to Oh No It's Devo. I didn't buy anything after that. I have the other ones on CD. I did find the other ones, like the second album and Freedom of Choice and stuff like that. But anyway, let's get this started, because this was a long-ass intro, right? All right, we start with Let's Go, I love the nightlife, baby. That song I don't get burnt out on it. And that's the one they play as much as Just As I Needed and Best Friend's Girl and all the songs off the first album. That one plays just as much, and I don't get bored of that. I put Let's Go over those songs as well off the first album. But would I put it over Time Out for Fun? Oh, man. Not even close. It's the Cars. Time Out for Fun is, yeah, it's a little too nerdy for me. It's okay, but yeah, you know. I feel like grabbing something from my pocket and put pencils in there. Dorky as hell. Let's Go wins. Next. Since I Held You versus Peekaboo. I Know What You Do. That's another song I saw that already. I think it was already 84, maybe 83. I remember seeing that on MTV going, that's another Devo song I friggin' love. Ha 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 ha. You know, the thing these two bands have in common is that they're very keyboard written, but their keyboard is a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I don't know, like clingy, clunky, you know, where this one's a little more mature. This one's just out there. Just freaking, it's like you put a monkey on a goddamn keyboard and let the monkey just do whatever, you know. I'm giving it a Peekaboo though. I love that freaking song. Put your hands on your hip, cover up your eyes, look into the future, Peekaboo. I know I got the lyrics wrong. All right, next. It's All I Can Do to Keep Waiting. I've heard that on the radio a bit. Versus Out of Sync, which is awesome. But I gotta go with the Cars, man. It's all I can do to keep waiting for. I love that song. All right, next. Double Life versus Explosions. This one, yeah, this was kind of difficult because I was like, God damn, Explosions is really good. Double Life is awesome. I'm going with Explosions. Explosions, probably my second favorite off the album. I'm giving that one to Devo. All right, next. Shooby-Doo versus That's Good. That video is weird. With the screw going in the donut. I think MTV banned it or some shit. I think that was in the I saw a documentary on Devo on Netflix. I didn't really like it much. And now, you know, I'm so into Devo now that I was excited to see it. And I thought, But I mean, some parts were interesting, how MTV screwed them and stuff like that. But at the same time, whatever. Anyway, I'd rather listen to the records to ever watch that again. Oh yeah, That's Good wins. Shooby-Doo is just a little intro to my all-time favorite Cars song, Candy-O. And that's going against Patterns, which is a cool tune, but not even close. Not even close, buddy. All right, now it's time to pick a random album. Let's go right here. So this episode is being brought to you by Dennis Turney Jr. Happy birthday to his lovely wife, Melissa. And my favorite Blue Oyster Cult album. I'm starting to think, didn't I pick this not too long ago? I'm going to give you an extra one. But this is my favorite Blue Oyster Cult album. The most awesome bookend on any album, if you ask me. Black Blade and ending with Unknown Tongue. Those are like, oh my God. I'm listening to this. And I don't have a turntable at the moment, but thank God I have it on compact disc. All right. So, let's pick another one. Let's go down here. Way down here. Oh, yes. Fucking Power and Pain from Whiplash. This is one of the greatest thrash albums ever. I believe Joseph Manella asked me to do the top 10 thrash albums that aren't in the Big Four, and this definitely made my list. What an album. Red Bomb, Message in Blood, Power Thrashing Death, Spit on Your Grave, Nailed to the Cross. Hell yeah. Whiplash. Two awesome picks on this episode. All right, next. Night Spots versus Big Mess. All right. I love Night Spots. I want to give it to Night Spots, but I can't. I'm giving it to Big Mess. It's so quirky. And I believe Devo ripped off Weird Al that song Weird Al did that was a ripoff of Devo. Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe Weird Al did it afterwards. I'm thinking Devo did it after Weird Al's version. They took a couple of Weird Al sections of that song and put it in their song, and it's awesome. I love Big Mess. It wins. All right, next. You Can't Hold On Too Long versus Speed Racer. Both my least favorite songs off the album, but I'm giving that one to the Cars. All right, next. Lust for Kicks versus What I Must Do. Another great Devo song. I got to go with Devo on that one. Fucking awesome song. Oh, Got a Lot on My Head versus I Desire. I got a lot on my head. That's like my second favorite song off the album. It's so killer that I put it above, I Desire. I Desire is not bad though. It is good. Very clunky keyboards on that one. Well, all of them really. All right, the last song. Dangerous Type versus Deep Sleep. Deep Sleep's quirky, but cool. I like it. Dangerous Type wins. That's probably my second favorite. Yeah. Candy-O, Dangerous Type, then Got a Lot on My Head. There you go. Dennis Turney Jr. This here's the final score. And that one was pretty damn close, man. Anyway, I love them both. If anybody out there knows both, leave your comments below about what you think of both these albums. And again, thank you so much, Dennis. Happy birthday, Melissa. And everybody out there, thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring that little notification bell and like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Motorhead. We Are the Road Crew. And schmack 'em a gob.